Well, hello there. Here we are playing Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. PlayStation 4 version. Main campaign. Without towers.
Let's go, Mason! Mason, we gotta get down there now!
So let's
Keep moving!
Is the mainframe big? Because if it's too big, we can't lift off.
No. Mason. We gotta get down there now!
Is the mainframe big? Because if it's too big, we can't lift off.
No! It's regular size! Keep moving! Gotcha! Pick up the pace, Mason! Dimitri, we're in position! Lower the winch!
Loading!
Locked in, Dimitri! Take us up!
Line up!
Damn it! Mainframe's taking a pounding! Go, go, go!
oh my god.
Mainframe's taking a pounding! Go, go, go!
This is really impossible.
Oh, shit! Careful up there!
This weight is most uncooperative.
Come on! Pick up the pace, Belikov!
Hang on. Line up!
Damn it! Mainframe's taking a pounding! Go, go, go!
This weight is most uncooperative.
Oh my god.
Line up!
Whoa! Shit! Careful up there!
This weight is most uncooperative.
Come on! Pick up the pace, Belikov!
Hang on.
Give me a break, man. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Whoa! Shit! Careful up there!
This weight is most uncooperative.
Come on! Pick up the pace, Belikov!
Hang on.
Slow down! Slow down!
Speed up, slow down. Philippe, I'll handle the flying. You handle the shooting, okay?
We're cleared to retreat! Take us home!
Hudson.
We finished analyzing that mainframe that Mason Woods brought from Yamato.
And?
Perseus was looking for the names of sleeper agents Dragovich used in '68.
Give us those names. We'll get Adler's team to track them down.
Perseus erased them.
Fuck me.
There's only one place you're gonna find that information now. The Lubyanka building.
What, KGB headquarters? Why didn't Perseus get them there himself?
I don't know. Maybe he's operating without authorization.
I'll let Adler know. But we're gonna do this the right way, or we're not gonna do it at all.
Just got word. Belikov is back in Moscow.
You guys know the plan. Bell, you're with me. Lazar, be ready for exfil.
Are you taking him into the KGB with you? Are you crazy? Wait for Mason or Woods to return.
I don't need Mason or Woods. I need Bell. He's got the skill we need.
Are you enjoying this? You're risking the entire operation unnecessarily.
It's not unnecessary. It's calculated.
Just understand that if you botch this, we can't get those names. It's over.
I know you can do this. Hudson doesn't trust anyone he can't control.
Have you come to convince me that you should be headlining this operation?
My service speaks for itself. Years in the field and the intelligence.
Oh, is that right? Well, at least you're not hiding behind Adler. I'll grant you that. Now what is it?
How well do you know Miss Belikov?
That's on a need-to-know basis. From where I'm standing, there's no reason in hell you need to know that. You're to make contact with him and follow Adler's lead.
Can Belikov just get us the name?
Negative. Digging into the KGB's most classified database would blow his cover and burn years of posturing. He'll get you in, but he won't go near that list of names.
Will we assume fake identities?
We can't take the time to fabricate them. Belikov will get you uniforms, and from there you'll need to improvise. Strategically speaking, this borders on insanity, which is precisely the type of work we rely on Adler for. Either as Adler's most trusted ally, or as cannon fodder. An excellent proposition.
I worked with Madame Jean for 3 years, closely. I trusted her. 3 years ago, she left. 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 3 years a But the moment I began to suspect something, she knew. I was able to fight her off, but she left me with this parting gift.
Oof. That's a dirty gun.
Right. So imagine my surprise when I read these reports. Madame Shell, body washed up on one bank, head on the other. Ironic, wouldn't you say?
I'd call it poetic justice.
Lazar. Thank you.
For what?
Nope.
Time to break out your Russian, Belle. Well,
You know what this dude thinks about Park.
she's a true professional. I don't trust anyone at first, but after Berlin, I realized she's the real deal. Park's one of the guys to me.
One of the guys my ass.
Yeah. Hell no. KGB headquarters? Just between you and me.
And me.
And Sims. I hope I never get closer than pulling up in a car and picking you up. This has every chance of going tits down.
Up, man. Tits up.
Up, down. What's the difference? Yep. It's a long way to Moscow.
What's on your mind? This isn't the first government agency I've broken into. The best are virtually impenetrable. But there's always a weakness. In this case, the weakness is the KGB placing too much trust in one of their own. If there was ever an operation suited to your skill set, it's this one. I handle the talking. You get us the names. Why do you ask? I don't. He's not one of mine. If I couldn't put my life in the hands of vetted strangers, I'd be in a different line of work. No, MI6 focuses mainly on the perimeter. Agents in client states, smaller figures within the USSR. They go from the outside in. Belikov is one of ours, supposedly. I'm trusting Hudson here. Man can be a pain in the ass, but he's no fool. Scar? You mean this? Is it noticeable? You know what they say about kids falling in with a bad crowd? Well, let's just say I fell in with the worst part of the bad crowd. The girl wasn't worth it. Believe me. Okay.
Nikita Dragovich restless in his grave. Major General Nikita Dragovich spent over a decade trying to recreate a Nazi chemical weapon, Nova 6, that he had discovered on the German fighter 45 within a facility on North Yamantau. He eventually succeeded weaponizing it for an intended attack on the United States. Trying to release the Nova 6 gas via brainwashed agents strategically positioned across America or waited on activation signal. It never arrived thanks to the intervention of the Central Intelligence Agency, Dragovich was one of the most feared figures within the Soviet military before his death at the hands of Alex Mason 13 years ago. Thanks to the actions of Perseus, Dragovich's legacy continues to endanger global security. Integrated circuits from Yamantau. Technological arms race. Much of the Soviet base at Mount Yamantau was destroyed in early '68, but the Central Intelligence Agency did manage to acquire a few small items from the site. Dragovich and his scientists had been using integrated circuits of an advanced and previously unknown design in his pursuit of Nova 6 weaponization. Every advantage helps in the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union. And the United States can ill afford to allow the Soviets to get a leg up in any technological arena. Magnetic tape from Yamantau. In '68, CIA agents confiscated the intact reel of magnetic tape from the ruins of the Soviet base at Mount Yamantau. It contains a series of test results from late '66 related to the development of the chemical weapon Nova 6. Within large mainframes like the one recovered by Frank Woods, Alex Mason and Dmitry Belikov, reels provide the ability to store massive amounts of data. Magnetic storage technology is still the storage standard of high capacity needs, with improvements arriving on a regular basis. Cargo hook. At first, Major Dmitry Belikov balked when Jason Hudson wanted his assistance in planning an approach on Mount Yamantau. Belikov would need to put himself at risk just to pry into the nature of a Soviet operation there. After some investigation, all he could find was confirmation that someone sought a buried mainframe there for undisclosed reasons. When he learned the Central Intelligence Agency's plan, Belikov volunteered to fly Frank Woods and Alex Mason to Mount Yamantau himself. He longed for any excuse to fly again, and the fact that the CIA needed to airlift a mainframe right out of the facility was a detail Belikov could not resist. Photo of Nova 6 target area. This photo was taken by CIA operative Gregory Weaver in '68 while on a mission with Jason Hudson to investigate a secret Soviet military facility at Mount Yamantau. A control room within the base prominently displayed a map of the United States. The map showed areas within the United States that Nikita Dragovich intended to hit during his chemical weapon attack. Once the sleeper agents in reach of those regions received an activation signal, they would release Nova 6 gas to catastrophic effect. Fortunately, Dragovich was never able to execute on his plan. Sleeper agent report 68. Soviet sleeper agent infiltration within the United States. The suspected presence of a sleeper cell network has recently compromised national security. This network was established under the guidance of the recently deceased Soviet Major General Nikita Dragovich. Dragovich's plan to activate the agents was thwarted on 2nd 16, but the identities of the agents remain largely unknown. At the moment, it is believed that many, if not all, of these agents have undergone extensive brainwashing treatments and may not be aware of their own status as Soviet assets. Unless these agents are rooted out, they may pose an ongoing threat to the nation in the event that something triggers the conditioning already in place. Efforts are underway to track down existing agents, but we must advise caution and tempered expectations about whether success is achievable. Several suspected agents were recently swept up in, but without evidence and without suspects possessing knowledge of map of the Ural Mountains buried secrets. The Urals are a range of mountains roughly 1,600 miles long that bisect the Soviet Union from north to south, extending from the Arctic Ocean to the Kazakh steppe. Many consider it the geographical division between Asia and Europe. The Central Agency has had its eyes on activity in the region for decades, but to its strategic properties and available nature resources. In 1959, the CIA discovered evidence of a nuclear accident at the foothills of the Urals near Chelyabinsk Oblast, its scope making it the largest nuclear disaster in history. The USSR has not acknowledged the accident, but nor is its existence generally known outside of classified intelligence. At some point in the 1960s, construction began on the secret military facility at Mount Yamantau, one of the highest peaks in the chain. February 1968, Jason Hudson led a team of operatives to Yamantau to investigate the possible production of a chemical weapon there. Ballistics. Cassette tape with activities report, mysterious pronouncements. Since it sounds like a partial report to Moscow on lead agent terroristy activities, this should help us narrow down the list of suspects.
Sounds like a partial report to Moscow on lead agent activities. This should help us narrow down the list of suspects.
The last report from Bearded Lady indicates a vote in Parliament is happening soon. She believes she has enough influence to convince others to side with her. Strongman is concerned he's been monitored. Suggests KGB run interference for him. Juggler is worried she may lose her next election. Recommends active measures against her opponents.
Franz Krauss ledger. Follow the money. The ledger from Krauss' apartment might hold some clues of the lead agent identities, since Krauss was a middleman to funnel money for them.
That ledger from Krauss's apartment might hold some clues to the lead agent identities. Seems Krauss was a middleman to funnel money for them. Sometimes the Reds hide coded messages in plain sight. Park says you're one of the best cryptographers to come out of MI6. Let's see it.
$52. 40, 52. Open the paper and you'll see the word. Photo of Dmitry Belikov. The preparation means opportunity measure Dmitry Belikov is the most valuable CIA asset within the KGB. He is the key to getting Russell Adler and Bell into the Lubyanka building where Belikov currently serves as the head of security. In the 60s, Belikov participated in a number of clandestine Soviet operations in Czechoslovakia, Jordan, and Mongolia. At the end of the decade, he was briefly enrolled in a program to train North Vietnamese pilots to fly Soviet helicopters, an initiative whose support eventually made. It was late 67 that Belikov came into contact with CIA operative in Laos, a meeting which will forever change his perspective of allegiance. This path eventually led him to Jason Hudson, who will serve as Belikov's CIA contact moving forward. A patient investment of 14 years is finally coming to fruition. Photo of the Lubyanka building. Desperate times. The Lubyanka building is located on Lubyanka Square in Moscow, a short walk from Red Square and the Kremlin, constructed in 68. In 1898, it became the headquarters of the secret police of Czechoslovakia. The Bolshevik Revolution. It currently serves as the headquarters of the KGB Czech's successor. Professor Androv and Bell will reach the perimeter of the building via a series of underground tunnels which connect the surrounding streets and squares. Once they are in position, Dmitry Belikov will unlock the final security door, connecting the tunnels to the Lubyanka proper. Closing their eyes, when the Central Intelligence Agency needs the services of Dmitry Belikov, they usually ask him to provide sensitive information for this high-stakes mission. Belikov will need to do more than that. He will need to get Russell Adler and Bell a keycard for the underground bunker, which houses the classified information they seek. One of the first orders of business will be Belikov to turn off the main camera system. Covering his own tracks will be the key to success. KGB time card. finger on the pulse of Lubyanka. As the current head of security for KGB headquarters, Dmitry Belikov has intimate access to the comings and goings of most of denizens within the Lubyanka building. Even with this valuable information, the mission is extremely risky due to likelihood of unforeseen events. Unfortunately, there is little time to iron out the most ideal timing for the operation. It must be done as soon as possible. Хроники. Brezhnev has proposed innovations for Lubyanka square and surrounding structures. He also suggested that Lubyanka building merge with other related structures constructed over the last several decades, and that the facade by unified following Alexei Shusev's original 4D vision for the building expansion. A motivating factor in the renovation is the increasing instability of the Lubyanka building's foundation. One of the potential causes of instability is the presence of the Moscow metro beneath Lubyanka Square. There is also another series of tunnels beneath the square, which dates back into 1898, the year the Lubyanka building was constructed. These tunnels are still intact, but see very little maintenance or traversal. In the Chronicle article titled Brezhnev Proposed Innovations for Lubyanka Square, this the author discussed plans to update the architecture of KGB headquarters and the surrounding area, possibly as soon as 1983. One of the reasons cited is to preserve the structural integrity of the building, which stands upon a cavernous world. Beneath the square are a series of old tunnels dating back to the 19th century. In one particular spot, there is a direct connection between these tunnels and the bunker lying beneath the Lubyanka building. Russell, Adler, and Bell, with Dmitry Belikov's assistance, plan to infiltrate the building at this nexus. A letter to Brezhnev. Dear General Secretary Brezhnev, I understand your concern regarding recent reports of unauthorized communications originating within KGB headquarters. Please be assured that all efforts are underway to not only decrypt these communications, but to establish whether the KGB is indeed the source of said communications. Our current belief is that the timing of the incident at Yamantau and the most recent anomalous transmission is coincidental. Regarding the matter at Yamantau, we are still working to establish the identities of the responsible parties. If you are still interested in sending another representative from the Central Committee to discuss in person, we will schedule this at your convenience. As I mentioned before, we have asked both Colonel Lev Kravchenko as well as Head of Security Colonel Dmitry Belikov to investigate these reports. In our previous correspondence, you mentioned a preference for bringing an additional investigator in. I am, of course, more than willing to accommodate your request if this remains your desire. Looking forward to your reply. Chairman of the Committee for State Security, Yuri Androp. Suspicions. This is the classified Soviet letter recently acquired by Dmitry Belikov. In the letter, the head of the KGB, Yuri Andropov, writes to General Secretary Brezhnev about recent concerns regarding unauthorized communications within the KGB. KGB maintains order cast deployment via ventilation system. something in the air. The electric wire has falsified venting so that for part of the ventilation system in the Lubyanka building here. Advance of servicemen who will never arrive. Security will unlock a critical section of touchwork in the bunker of the building. Russell and Bell will pass in on their way to the vault holding the sleeper agent information. The access panel will allow them to plant a small explosive with carry of 3 and an incapacitation agent into the ventilation system. The gas will then be capable of spreading throughout the subterranean portion of the building. Augmented C4 schematic. Plan B. This new device has been engineered to release an incapacitating gas agent known as carry of 3 in explosive force. It is ideal for placement within constricted spaces such as luggage, briefcases, and in the case of this mission, ductwork.
The Lubyanka building, KGB headquarters in Moscow. The sleeper agent records are stored in the archives 100 feet below ground in a nuclear defense command bunker.
Your only way in or out is through this high-security elevator.
We'll need proper credentials. That's where our asset Belikov comes into play. Belikov has been our source inside the KGB for nearly a decade. He'll get us in. He came through for us in Yamantau. He'll do it again.
This shit is crazy, even by his standards. You sure he's on board?
An immediate nuclear threat warrants every risk at this point. I'm sure he wouldn't disagree. Sims, get Belikov on the line.
Алло, Беликов на трубке.
Извините, я думал, что это посольство Сингапура.
We're not friends yet, Belikov. Did you get access to the bunker?
There is a problem. This suspect mole and security has been overrated. I will take care of everything.
That's what I like to hear.
May have trouble getting a bunker key. It will compromise my position. I will have a bunker key for you soon. I will never let your team down.
Not yet. I know you have this under control. We'll meet you at the basement entrance once you have the bunker key.
Comrade Belikov, you've been summoned to the conference room upstairs. Secretary Gorbachev is here from the Central Committee.
Comrade Zakayev is still waiting.
Try holding the power button down one more time.
Okay.
At 13:45. Adam said it's MI5. We can double check our source. Okay, where were we? GDR.
And with that, I would like to invite you to our party on the...
Wait, isn't just...
What will happen?
How would I know? You should leave now. Don't force us to drag you out. This is outrageous. Comrade Belikov, have a seat. General Secretary Brezhnev has taken an interest in the new security development. There's a mole within the KGB. The committee wants someone from the first Chief Directorate to oversee Colonel Kravchenko's investigation. If you've not met him already, this is Imran Zakayev.
Thank you, Secretary Gorbachev. And thank you all for welcoming me with open arms. I can think of no greater tragedy than a home violated from the inside. The trust and love within a family is sacred.
Apparently. Not everyone shares your beautiful sentiments.
Comrade Belikov, as head of security, I understand you've practically exhausted yourself trying to unearth this mole. How is that gone? I understand. Perhaps the love you hold for your comrades is so strong that you can't possibly imagine such betrayal.
Until the mole is found, I want security increased around the bunker. Zakayev, do you have any recommendations?
We should restrict bunker access. We also want to cultivate closer relationships with all of you. I want to know your hopes, your fears, your ambitions.
Be thorough, but we don't want any significant disruptions. And you, Belikov? Who do you think should retain bunker access during the investigation? Sound thinking, Comrade Belikov. I would prefer it if only General Charkov retains his bunker key. So you will see to it.
Worry yourself no longer, sir. I've already ordered the bunker keys collected from the men.
Comrade Belikov, we are in grave danger from the capitalists. Our collective, our very way of life is at risk.
The traitor will be caught. And he will pay a high price for his betrayal.
Belikov, you are dismissed.
There's a KGB map to investigate multiple ways of acquiring a bunker key. The KGB map updates may useful information as you explore. But force open the lab and track the camera roll.
I'm being watched. I need a bunker key. Now, first, I'll have to kill the cameras.
So.
Certain actions and faces in ways suspicious. Be aware of who is around. Run entering restricted spaces, lockpicking doors, killing enemies.
This area is restricted. If I'm spotted
can I
here,
help
I
you,
will
sir?
blow my cover. Now I need to hide the body. I have to get a bunker key for Adler. I'll need it to access the vault. Unfortunately, Charkov now has the only one.
I can find out what evidence Kravchenko's men and investigate Prince's labs, I could use it to frame Chekhov as the mole. Chekhov Prince Terry is a desperate political prisoner today. Perhaps I can persuade him to take out Chekhov for me. If I had a deactivated keycard from the armory, the computer in data entry could be used to reprogram it into a bunker key. Armory guard, where is that? There it is. If I could meet with Chekhov, it could provide me with an opportunity to get his bunker key. Speak with Chekhov's secretary to schedule a meeting.
How can I help you, sir? I'm sorry, Comrade Belikov, but Zakayev has increased security measures. You'll need authorization from the war room like anyone else. I'm sorry, I can't. Zakayev would have my head on a pike. How important is pursuing this lead to you? Ah, a Cuban cigar would really distract me. I'm sure you could find a personal stash in one of the offices. Sir.
The guard won't let me in. I need to get what he asked for. Or I can take him out.
I have to get out.
In data entry, I could program this blank keycard into a bunker key, yes.
Okay, now I need to head to the basement and let Adler's team in.
How can I help you, sir?
One click here, open the gate. I'm doing a security sweep.
Ладно.
Technically, I will be in Mexico for a week before crossing over. Crossing over? I take it you've never been there before. They haven't even told me yet. I'm to meet someone near Santa Fe and get the assignment from him or her. The contact information will arrive one day prior to entering the United States. I will in Mexico City. After that, your guess is as good as mine.
Okay guys, we'll end it here and continue in the next video. God bless you all, stay safe and peace.